Okay, I'm not even sure why I'm going to talk about this because this one just bugs me altogether. But now there's I guess a new burgeoning talk about pay disparities between the NBA and the WNBA because of this Caitlin Clark. I guess she's an Iowa star that just got drafted to the WNBA, and she's been drafted for. I think it'll tell you in the article when I read it. It's like 2.5 million over 4 years or something like that, and compared to obviously the males in the NBA being drafted in, it's ridiculously lower. But again, I don't know why this is still a conversation. These kinds of conversations are devoid of logic, which is why it bothers me so much. I'm not saying that women don't deserve to be paid equally for a man for equal work, but it's not equal work if you're looking at the NBA versus the WNBA. It just doesn't generate the same revenue. People don't want to watch the NBA; they want to watch the NBA or the WNBA. They want to watch the NBA. So it's not equal pay for equal work. If they're playing in the NBA and they're playing at the same level as the men, then absolutely they should get paid the same. Or if the WNBA draws the same crowds, the same revenue, uh, all of that as the NBA does, then yeah, absolutely they deserve to be paid more. And having said all that, if they want to argue to be paid more in that league, then go ahead and argue the same way the NBA players did with the players' unions. But this idea that it's just incumbent on people or organizations wherever to just give them money because it's unfair in some way is just ridiculous to me. Anyways, let me read this article. I'm not gonna read much of this because this is just gonna piss me off. This is ABC News, so it's obviously garbage. But so Caitlin Clark's $76,000 WNBA salary puts a spotlight on pay disparity. That's 1 year, by the way. So what I said, the 2.5 million, it's over 4. Okay, so the pandemonium behind the new stars of women's college basketball this year carried to the WNBA, with the WNBA draft bringing in a whopping 2.5 million viewers, its highest viewership to date, according to ESPN, which is nice to see. Like, I love that. I love to see that there's some burgeoning interest in the WNBA. If it's people are enjoying watching it and such, like, obviously any kind of amateur sports or lower end professional sports, as this would be comparatively to the NBA, anytime it gets more fan appreciation and viewership, that's a good thing. I think it's a great thing for the sport. It's burgeoning and it's growing, just like no different than women fighting in the UFC and other organizations. At first, it was a bit of a tough sell because, call me chauvinistic on this one, but I don't particularly like watching women punch each other in the face. That's just me. I don't know if you feel differently about that, but I appreciate the talent and ability that they have. They're fantastic fighters, and the fights are very exciting if you kind of take out that chauvinistic idea. Anyways, I digress. But on this, the game isn't as good. It's not as fast. It's not as, it's just not as good a game to watch. So a lot of people aren't interested in watching it. And you can't just force this shit down people's throats and expect that they're just going to do it. But if it is growing and there is interest, I'm happy to see that. Anyways, so with the influx of new fans, many are now outraged and exposing the decades-long gender pay gap issue in professional basketball. Again, it's just that line right there just makes me want to shake my head. But anyways, Caitlin Clark was selected number 1 overall in the 2024 WNBA draft. Clark, along with other top rookies, including Cameron Brink, Camila Cardozo, and Rickea Jackson, is tied for the highest female rookie salary, estimated to make $76,535 in her first season, approximately $338,000 over 4 years. Oh, see, I was wrong on what I said with the 2.5 million. Anyways, whatever. Who cares about my numbers? I'm stupid. Compared to their male counterparts, most NBA players make over 100 times what the new women's players will make, including rookie Victor Wembanyama, the number 1 NBA draft pick last year, whose 2023 and 24 season salary was more than $12 million. Again, there's a lot of money in the NBA. The pay disparity has been a long-standing challenge in the women's league for years. And here, this is a good statement that somebody finally with some common sense says. It's because of fans' lack of interest, not watching, not buying products, not buying tickets. That's why we're where we are right now. Christine Brennan, USA Today columnist and an ABC News contributor, told Good Morning America. Chicago Sky's Brianna Turner said her 2019 rookie salary was just $44,207. Now, that's funny to me because the idea that you can make like $50,000 a year to play basketball sounds all right. I'm sure to a lot of people that would be watching this or hear this. So I don't understand the gripe, but it's the whole, I deserve more in compared to this over here. Like, okay, so I'm a very, very, very amateur football player. I guess I deserve to be paid. Somebody should pay me because look what they make in the NFL. Look what they make even in the CFL in our joke league up here in Canada. I should be paid for that. I don't know why. There's a disparity going on here. So, I think we should shore that up. Obviously, I'm kidding. Appreciative that rookies this year are making significantly more than I did, she wrote in a post on X, formerly Twitter. I'm hopeful that rookies 5 years from now are making significantly more than rookies today. It's all about the growth, even if it's more beneficial for others. The WNBA players have been fighting for pay equity for decades. And by the way, what people don't know or they discount the idea that the WNBA is actually subsidized from the NBA. So, like, already, I mean, what do you expect? People don't want to watch it. They don't want to watch it. You can't force shit down people's throats. Nor you can't just make money because you want to make money. Well, I think we deserve to make money, so we should make money. That's not how shit works. But in our woke society, I guess that is how it works. We saw it obviously become a major international headline with the Brittany Griner situation, Brennan said. Why was Brittany Griner in Russia? Because of the low pay in the WNBA. That's it. You're going to see a lot of eye rolls. In a 2022 interview, Las Vegas Aces star Kelsey Plum. See, I don't even know what these teams are. Probably, if you're watching this, you might know the WNBA. I don't know shit about the WNBA. Las Vegas Aces star Kelsey Plum publicly called on the WNBA to improve its pay structure, advocating for a higher revenue share from the NBA. What? Like, you're just asking for charity. Okay, just give us a bunch of charity. Give us a bunch of money because I don't know. Like, what's your fucking argument? I don't understand. Okay, I think I'm done reading this article. It's just going to piss me off more. What do you think? Let me know what you think in the comments. This whole pay disparity thing, it's just been this bullshit that's been going on for so long, and people eat it up because somebody says something loud enough, and without any logic or basis in reality backing it. I think you should get paid a percentage of the revenues based on your performance in the league, whatever you're bringing to it. So if the league brings in $200 million and there are whatever, I don't know, let's say 1,000 players in the league. I don't even know what the size, whatever. Let's say 1,000 players in the league and you're one of the top ones, and then you get a percentage of that based on the 1,000 players, based on that 200 million. It's just math. Just do the math. There should be no charity involved in this or forcing this shit down our throats because of equity or some kind of idea that it's not fair that a sport that people actually want to watch and actually want to support makes more money. Just nonsense.